What will happen in 2026? Is that going to be a good year or a bad year? First of all, we know that 2026 is the year of fire horse. And in terms of the horse, the element for the horse is also fire. So we have fire from the universe, the sky, and then we have the fire from the earth. On top of that, period 9 is the period of fire. Remember, whatever you put into the fire will change its original form. Even something hard like steel, like iron, can be melted by fire. As such, the year of 2026, the year of fire horse in period 9, is going to be a year of total transformation. Before talking about the total transformation in 2026, let's look back what had happened in the last few years. First of all, I would like to show you this chart. This is a complete cycle of 180 years with 3 stages and 9 periods. And over here you can see that starting from 2024 to 2043, this period of 20 years is called the period 9, which is, in terms of Bagua, it is called Li Gua, and that is the period of fire. Although we say that the period 9 officially started in 2024, however, that is so-called the after heaven, or in humans' language, I will call it by nurtured. Because by nature, which is what you know as before heaven, period 9 has actually started back in 2017. And that is the energy of the universe by nature. However, to welcome period 9, it will take a period of few years before we can nurture the energy of fire of period 9 and to see it happen on the earth. On top of that, for the earth to be fully immersed in the period of fire, it will take a few more years for the earth to pick up, and that is expected to happen in 2026. 2026 is absolutely the most significant year before we fully welcome the energy of period 9, the energy of full fire. As you can see in this graph, by nature, period 9 has started in 2017, but it will take a few years of transition to nurture the energy and welcome period 9 in 2024. So in these few years of transition, let's see what had happened from 2017 all the way to 2023. Have you ever noticed that in those few years, suddenly everything has become so fast? Have you ever noticed that suddenly many people have become very impatient? They just can't wait for even one more second. The moment they send you a text, the moment they send you an email, almost immediately they are hoping to see a reply from you, because the energy of fire has slowly kicked in. And so, the fire element also represents the technology. Because out of all 5 elements, wood, metal, water, fire, and earth, fire is the only element that we can see, we can use, we can feel it, but we can't touch it or hold it in our hands. So this is absolutely the period of technology. We can see what's happening, we can feel the changes in our lives, we can use the technology very well, but no one has ever held technology in their hand as an object. So this period of fire is also absolutely the period of technology. As such, the big technology companies, the big tech, the Magnificent Seven, e-commerce companies, they are absolutely in trend in period 9. One good example is Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon. He just became the richest person suddenly in 2017, and he was the richest person all the way for the next 4 years until 2021. Electric vehicles like Tesla has got so much advancement in just the recent few years. After making losses for so many years, finally when it came to 2020, Tesla for the first time reported a profitable year, and its net income from 2.24 billion in 2017, it reached at around 15 billion in 2023. So you can see that when you are in trend, it is very possible for you to make a good fortune of huge income. So you can see that when you are doing something in trend with the Feng Shui energy, it is possible for you to make a huge fortune of income. The next one, SpaceX. Its estimated value was around 21 billion in 2017 to approximately 150 billion by mid-2023. Again, when you know it beforehand, you might change the game. Let's look at Amazon. During the pandemic period from 2020 to 2023, Amazon's revenue was nearly 3 times before the pandemic from 2017 to 2019. 3 times. Even eBay, its annual net income was only 1.7 billion in 2019. But when it came to 2021, the net income was 13.6 billion. That's about 10 times, more than 10 times. Now I would like to talk to you about a person. His name is Austin Lee Jiaqi. You probably haven't heard about him at all. He's one of the most profitable live stream e-commerce influencers in China. How much did he make? In just one single day, pre-sales, live event, live stream online in 2021, in a 12 hours live streaming, he actually got to sell 1.8 billion US dollars of goods in just 12 hours alone. And his net income in that year is about 250 million US dollar. Hey, he was just selling lipsticks online and he made $250 million a year. So you can see, if you get to hook up the train, if you know what's going to happen in advance, he was just selling lipsticks, but he got to catch the train which is using e-commerce, the internet, the technology to sell his products. So again, if you know how to hook up with the train with the natural energy of Feng Shui in period 9, it is very likely the next person who will become suddenly very rich, making a good huge amount fortune of money might be you. So during this period of transition, there are many people making significantly higher income than before. Why not you? Because your focus was only on COVID-19, on the pandemic, on the negative news. It was shown that 1 out of 3 people lost their job during the pandemics. Your focus was only news about how many people are queuing up for the mask, how many people are queuing up for food, and the shortages of groceries in the shopping mall. Other than that, your focus might be how many people died today, how many people died yesterday, How many people died in so and so country? While all your focus, while all your time and attention are only focused on all the negative. This is why it wasn't you. We can see that after the pandemics, the low incomes continue to make low or even lower income, whereas the high incomes continue to make high and even higher income. The poor are getting poorer. The rich are getting richer. What about the middle class? Sooner or later, the gap will become even more obvious. If you are in the middle class and if you would like to strike, and if starting from now, you got to catch the trend. With the knowledge of Feng Shui, with the knowledge of period 9, it is possible for you to go high. If you don't put in the effort, if you know nothing like what you used to be, if you think making enough will be enough, sorry, it is very likely to go low. Especially when the total transformation in 2026 is coming very soon. It's just around the corner. If you tell me, Ian, it's very difficult to be a rich person, it's very hard. Yes, the life of the low income is also equally hard and tough. Since it is going to be hard and tough no matter you are low or high, why not take the initiative to go high and become the rich one? Now we know that the total transformation is definitely going to happen in period 9 2026. Only when there is this transformation, there's a chance to go high or to go lower. We now know that it all depends on your focus. Whatever you pay attention to accordingly, you will receive the result. What exactly will happen in 2026? Which industries will take off? Which industries will become the trend? Which industries will continue to be profitable? And which other industries will be eliminated? I will explain all of this in the Feng Shui Convention 2026. If you would like to know what to focus on, click the link below to join me in the Feng Shui Convention 2026. This is Ian Hall. I will see you there. I would like to help 1 million people with this video so that they can live a better life in this period of total transformation. If you are still watching, leave a comment. Lucky 2026. When we focus on the good one, our life will equally become even better. See you.